Hi guys, hello, Mayor, meet everybody. It's MicheleMarieDalene. It is December 5th, 2017, and I wanted to talk to you a little bit before I went to go do my blood draw at the medical center, like I always do every 3 months, because the winter should be cleared. I ordered the supplies, including the stuff that, well, not the same brand, but the same general stuff that Brian K. kept pushing for my teeth, because I read reviews on it and it seemed to be highly recommended. So I didn't spend much. I think I spent like $7 for it. But what I wanted to talk to you today about is, well, how I've been feeling. Now, I know when you do a live streaming, go ahead and tell us all. We're going to be doing that on Wednesday. But I figured, instead of wasting my time doing a live stream on Wednesday and all the pomp and circumstance associated with it, I just wanted to talk to you person to person. And if that's wrong, I'm sorry, but sometimes I just gotta talk to you guys. We ordered a teleconference device, and it's gonna be coming here probably. It's on the East Coast, so it probably will come a little sooner. It's secondhand. It was designed originally for commercial conference halls, and so it's a little more sophisticated than we need. I just gotta get the for custom programming, I gotta get the Gware software for it from manufacturer, and install it on the Windows XP system here, and then one of the things I want to talk about is a human issue, but I can demonstrate with Mr. Cat here. Come here, Rusty. Come on. I'll feed you in a second. Just come on up here. Oh, I'm going to talk about Mr. Cat because he demonstrates. Don't worry, I won't take too much of your time. He's back up so you can see him better. Get your clothes on and clothes. Come on. I'll feed you in a second. Alright, he's not going to be a very cooperative subject today. Okay. I think you can see your issue. He has gotten very portly since he got fixed. And, because he got so portly, I'm concerned for his health. And, well, man, I want to talk about my health, too. Because, you know what? I'm not skinny either. There we go. Now let's have to record. I know somebody's going to say something, but we'll get to the technical stuff next. Why don't you get on a diet? I'm trying for so. It's been ask anybody who's more overweight, more obese, how to feels to try to lose weight, and you try everything within reason, and it's not working significantly. This summer we did a lot of good things with Dory, and we were happy, and I was staying active, and I did lose some weight. Well, actually, according to Dr. Scale, said I put on pounds. And I was actually walking around. I was doing a lot of productive things, and he still said I was getting fatter. So, but he did admit, he said, well, the problem is you gained, it looks like you may have gained some muscle tone. And when you gain muscle tone, it's still going to show up as fat. As far as my scale is concerned, since my scale cannot tell the difference between muscle and fat. Unfortunately, since that time when Dory left, I haven't really done as much as I should be, and so I confess to you, my brothers and sisters, I have made sins of my own thoughts and my words and what I have deeds and what I have done and what I have failed to do. and I ask all of you to have mercy and pray for me to our Lord our God. What I mean is that I made a couple bad mistakes as far as eating habits go. But there's a lot of depression, and it's stuff I don't normally bring up in a video like this because it's personal. I try to some extent keep my personal life and my professional life separate, but I don't always do a good job on it. And this Wednesday, we're going to talk about something that kind of hits close to home because one of our subscribers has passed away. And I only chatted with her one time, and I did not know her health situation. And it just reminds me so much of my own issues and my own health. And I don't want to go into too much on that right now because I want to focus on my issues a little bit, but unfortunately I need to bring her up just because it's a tragedy in her case. I didn't really know this young lady that well. I only met her on the chat one time. I'm talking about, this is what I've been told. Now, I could be wrong. I may not, I don't have any, I have not seen the death certificate. So I do not know specifically, and I cannot confirm if this is the case. If I'm wrong, I very much would happily like to make a retraction. But if I'm right, well, I have to say this anyway. I was told that Queen Latifah has passed away. And I don't know if it's necessarily true or false. And we're going to talk about this on on Wednesday this week. Yes, we are doing the Wednesday this week. And we are doing the Sunday. And then we're doing next Wednesday. And we're going to do Yule Eve here as well. Which is the day of the convocation. When I talked to Queen Latifah, she seemed to be a very nice lady. Like I said, I did not know her personally. I did not know anything about her background. She was just another voice on the ether, if you will. I just, it was something in the way she came across that indicated to me that she was a very kindred spirit. Younger than me, but apparently she sounded very loving. And when we were talking about the issues between the blacks and the whites, she is black, by the way, it doesn't matter. As I said, I don't care what your skin tone is. It's how you treat me that makes a difference. And she treated me really nicely, and she was really kind. I heard that she died of a heart attack. She was in her mid-20s. And she was supposedly morbidly obese. As I said, I don't have any confirmation of this. So if you guys know the truth, I really would love to know. So I can at least talk about it in detail. But I don't know this story in detail. Okay? So if I'm getting worked up over nothing, I apologize. If I'm getting worked up about something that's really bothering me and it's true, I just ask you to lend me a sympathetic ear here. If she's, just for the sake of mathematical sake, is, say, 30, just 30, okay? I am going to be 20 years older than her. I have a weight issue, too. And it's sad because, there's an old song that says, the good die young. And, so, I guess I must not be that good. because I'm still alive and I'm still kicking and I'm a good person. But in this case, we're talking about our weight issue. I almost just said that out loud. Our weight issue. It is really, really hard to control your weight in a world of processed food, sedentary lifestyles. Be honest, guys. Most of us, unless we go to the gym, are really not that active. And then during the holiday season, it only adds to the intake, but not much more on the outtake. Okay? And we're to put in more food because of Christmas sweets and snacks and cookies and meals and stuff that we actually output. And like I said, she is somebody's daughter, probably somebody's girlfriend, possibly a mother. I don't know. As I said, I don't know her other than her voice in a live chat on Sunday 3rd, I think it was. And I think the hardest thing is the fact is that will be the last time I ever hear her voice. And I never got a chance to know the woman at all. You see, one of the things is sometimes when you're in the professional trades, we think that we're all basically like Teflon, non-stick coating. We don't let things get to us. Guess again, honey, some of us are not that non-stick. Because, I put a lot of work into these shows, and there's a lot of emotions that sometimes get exposed to the surface that people don't really understand. Some things are said on the show, which of course is not necessarily true, and those anger me too, but this is just a sad loss because it's right before, it was like 3 weeks before Christmas. And that is really, really sad. I lost my uncle after Christmas. I lost my friend Michael Gold before Christmas, a few days before Christmas Eve. I lost my original cat Fluffy at the same time when Michael Lanza opened fire at the Sandy Hook School in 2011, December 17th. And I have to tell you, it hurts. It sucks. It sucks. Because you really, really can't bring them back. And you know that, yes, you'll see them when you go home. But it makes the loss even sadder and harder. And you say to yourself, they'll be home. They'll be fine. Don't worry about it. Sometimes it's easy for pastor priests to say that because they strongly believe what they say. I strongly believe what I say. But what makes it sadder is that, especially if the people that you do get to know, is you miss them. You miss their presence, you miss their company, and you miss their camaraderie. That is what sucks. It's not because everybody can say, that you'll see them again and everything, and that's great, and it's true, but it still doesn't take away the emptiness in your heart, the loneliness, the empty place at the table. My uncle was a good man, and we used to go to my uncle's house for Christmas. It was the last big Christmas party of the family I was at. And he wasn't doing too well. And it was on Christmas Eve, and I was there in the buffet line we had set up, and I was getting my food, and I took one look at Uncle Ernie, and I said to myself, "Oh my God, this is his last Christmas." I could see it in his eyes. I could see it in the way he was carrying himself. He died. I actually remember, I get this quickly. He died on New Year's Eve. He had a lot of confidence in me. He had a lot of expectations for me. He knew I could do a lot of good things. But the sad truth is, him and my father were really close. They were brothers. I miss my dad too. I don't know if DJ wanted me to tell you this at the time of the live show. I'm sorry, DJ. No, there are sometimes I have to talk, and this is not the kind of thing to just be traumatized or. We can talk about DJ in a minute, but what I'm trying to say is I just feel really bad for her family. And I want you to know that from when I met of your daughter, she was really nice on the phone or on Google Hangouts. She seemed to be a really nice person. And I just wanted to tell you I'm sorry that she's not with you right now. All right, now we have to cover something else. Two more things. Number one, let me explain something about the DJ guy. What he wants to do. He really wants to become a publicist, which is fine. I don't mind that at all. Because I need all the publicists I can get. If I'm going to ever get the show, honestly, into the big leagues, I am going to need all the help I can get because it's so eclectic. It's so special. I'm not going to lie. But I do, need also to remind you guys that some of the stuff that's said on the show is said in a way it is for the show, for the sake of the show, for hamming it up for the show. Please don't assume that that some of the stuff that I say on stage or on the virtual stage is the way I am in private. That's not the case. In some ways, I wish I was more like my persona on stage, honestly. Because my real life is so boring. If you ever see what I do, it's always, I don't know, it's just boring. I don't mean to be boring, I just am boring. If that makes any sense. So when I come on stage, it's part of the show. I have to try to, I'd like to try to turn it up a few notches, but I still want to be genuine. That's a hard thing when you're doing it on TV or radio show or YouTube show. And yeah, I am going to take this vlog and put this onto yourlisten.com too. This is really a B-cast, but I don't have any easy way to add the headers and endings and footers and trailers. So let's just call it a long vlog for now, because I don't have the intros set up on this to do all that work, because I'm doing it on the studio or on the iMac, and that doesn't have enough hard drive space to really hold a huge long video editing session. So this week, Wednesday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, yes, we are having a live stream. Sunday, which I believe is the 10th, at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, we are having a live stream too. Wednesday, December 13th at 6 p.m., we're having a live stream. And I think I didn't put any more in here. Let me just check here real quick. Let's go to the calendar here. Yep. Let's see. We have on December 16th, we're going to play in a live stream. And then December 20th, which is Yule Eve, we're going to be having a live stream. So we got a lot of things going on right now, and we're going to be covering a lot of material and things like that. So I just wanted to make sure you understand that we've got a lot of things going on. And for now, I just want to make sure that we all are on the same page about what we're going to be doing. So many have asked me about the phones. Once the as soon as the Clear One XAP TH2 arrives and I get it configured, we will be actually taking phone calls on stage from the phone company. So you'll be able to call the studio number that some of you may still have on file. So just keep in mind, of course, I will list the number in the live stream as well. So I'm looking forward to seeing if we can get this thing working this time. It's the professional equipment for that. So there is another companion device that's a little more sophisticated. I didn't buy. I was considering buying it, but it's a bit more expensive, and that's the let's see, it's the Clear One XAN 800 or something like that, which is like a master version of that system to give more advanced DSP processing of audio. But let's just try to get the basic one working first, and then if it works, then we all set. If we decide to go for the advanced one, it would plug in to that one because they are networkable, so you can combine features together of the older one and the newer one. So we'll see what happens. But for now, I want to thank you for watching this, and please do like the video once in a while. It doesn't hurt to do that. It helps a lot, actually. And share these videos with your friends and family, and don't be afraid to comment on them too. And if you really do know anything about Queen Latifah, such as like what is her memorial service, if she did pass away, and if she didn't, if she's still with us, then again, I would love to hear about that and discuss and see her in here again. At this point, I don't know what the story is, so any information you provide would be greatly appreciated for that. Alright, so for now, thanks for watching this, guys. Bye-bye.